Hi everyone, my name is Brandon Wright and I'm the CEO of Barnacle Systems. I'm here to talk to you about boat security and ways to protect your boat. Now, I've got a fairly unique background in security and surveillance. I used to work at a company called FLIR in their government systems division, and I developed as a systems engineer and project manager systems that were protecting the borders of countries, royal palaces, US Air Force bases, and even a couple of super yacht marinas. Now, I'm going to translate some of that experience and some of my observations so that you can help protect your own vessel. And right now, in particular, when I record this video, it's the COVID pandemic where social distancing has been enforced and a lot of people are unable to visit their boats. But this is true at any point, so securing your boat is vital. Now, in general, thieves are very lazy. So they're going to come in and they're going to grab whatever they can as fast as they can. So by putting away your gear, whether it's your fishing gear or your sailing gear, just put away your stuff, lock it up so that the thieves can't just walk by and grab it. Now as well, thieves rarely walk through the main gate of a marina. They generally come in via the water. And so if you're going to protect a boat, make sure that you at least have ways of showing that your boat's secure from the water as opposed to just showing that it's secure from land. As well, once a thief has been successful on board a boat at one marina, it's kind of a cliche, but they're likely to come back and either strike on another boat or come back to that exact same boat. As well, if a thief can get on board a vessel without being detected, that makes them feel invincible. So once they close a door behind them and they're on board a vessel, they'll stay there for a long time and they'll steal a lot of stuff. Once they get that feeling of invincibility, they'll either come back to that boat or they'll come back to that marina. Lastly, one observation that I've been able to make and that we've seen quite a bit in the news both locally and abroad is that the thieves generally live on boats. So boat thefts and the theft of equipment is usually fairly isolated to people that are familiar with boats, and those that live at mooring balls or living at anchor near the marina, those are the ones that you want to keep an eye out for. So as a general tip, don't be worried about the neighbors that are at anchor or at a mooring ball, but certainly be aware of who's there and your general neighbors and your surroundings. Make your boat as unappealing to criminals as possible. That's by adding locks on your outboard motors. That's by adding chains onto any accessories you may have, whether that's a downrigger or any of your other boating accessories. Just make your boat look secure. Even if it isn't necessarily completely secure, you'll just want to give that feel so that if there is a thief that's rowing or walking by your boat, they just keep on going. Next is securing your dinghy. Those are very high valued assets. They'll generally have outboard motors and they're typically just tied to the back of your boat. So add some chains, add some locks, add some ways that make it less appealing for a thief to get at your dinghy. Next is adding a security system. So of course, I'm biased. Being the CEO of Barnacle Systems, we do offer a security system called Barnacle, spelled BRNKL, as you see on my shirt here. But by adding a security system on board your boat that generates noise when someone gets on board, by flashing lights, that's going to draw attention to your vessel and literally scare that thief off and hopefully scare them off from that marina in general. Now, a boat security system should have the basics like door sensors, maybe a laser sensor, and as one tip with the boat security system is motion sensors can be pretty finicky on board a boat. Now, whether that's one that's intended for marine environments or even just putting a home security system on board your vessel, be aware that the motion sensors are using a technology called passive infrared. And now that technology is triggered based off of heat on board your vessel. Now on a smaller vessel, that could be a concern just from the rise and set of the sun passing through the windows. Most motion sensors will actually sense that heat transfer in a small area and trigger a false alarm. As well, if you have a heater or an air conditioner on board your vessel, those will very likely generate false alarms from your motion sensor. Now, if you do have a larger vessel with large curtains, you may be okay with a motion sensor, or if you are going to mount a motion sensor on board your boat, please put it on the ceiling pointed down at the floor. That way, if someone passes through that motion sensor, that will trigger a lot less false alarms and provide a good blanket, if you will, for that motion sensor. Now, the advantage of having a boat security system on board is that you will also receive notifications remotely. Now, with the Barnacle in particular, it comes with a camera, and we were successful in capturing images of a thief in France with our system where they got on board the vessel, system took a photograph, notified the boat owner, and that boat owner was able to send it off to authorities. Now, what's really important with any security system, whether it's for your home or for your boat, is that you need to have multiple ways to know that someone has been on board your vessel. Otherwise, the police or any other first responder will not attend to your boat. Now, that's by having a door sensor and a pressure mat or a laser sensor, any way to confirm with more than one source that someone is on board your boat. And obviously, what better way to do that than to have a photograph so that you know if something's actively happening on board your boat. Now, with these boat security systems and other security systems, a really big advantage is that you can also monitor the security of your bilge, your batteries, and your shore power connection. So it's not only providing the security, but it is providing peace of mind to know that your bilge pump hasn't been running, or that your batteries are still topped up, or that your shore power plug hasn't been disconnected. And that's all available with the Barnacle as well. So if you have any questions about boat security, feel free to call our 1-800 number. We do have a team of engineers who are very skilled in boat security. We have secured several hundred boats across over 20 countries now. And with Barnacle in particular, we're not only protecting recreational boats, but we're protecting industrial and military boats in here locally in Canada and abroad. So if you do have questions, please visit our website at brnkl.io. That's barnacle.io. And if you do have questions, like I said, please feel free to call our 1-800 number where we'll be gladly to assist you.